sockness is insane. Ooh, it's so luxurious. It's Socknissian cashmere. Well, let's go look at some vegan insanity, shall we? Let's look up how plants talk to each other, shall we? Let's look up how grass talks to itself, shall we? Okay, let's look up that documentary about how plants talk to each other. Okay, there was a thing. I just looked. Where was it? Where the hell did it go? Fuck. Never mind. It's gone. Let's try Language of the Flowers. It actually came up. Language of the Flowers. It actually came up. Do you speak flower? My God, let's see what happens. Let's see what that is. Language of the Flower.
Lilies mean purity, red roses mean passionate love, and yellow roses mean friendship. These are symbols commonly known by many. We give roses on Valentine's Day, but save the yellows one for our friends on their sick bed. But why? Who started all this? And ever since I learned about the Victorians' complicated...
Okay, it's just British shit. Ain't what I was looking for. Hidden language of the trees. There actually is a chemical language of plants, how they literally scream when you cut them down. Okay, if you're not actually here when this airs, you are literally not going to see this. Because... Okay, we are going to switch my camera into inverted mode. This is not a David Attenborough documentary, so I believe that's it. That's as good as we're gonna get. I don't think this is not the David Attenborough. This is not one I've actually seen. It doesn't have a like mark. I didn't see this. I have not.
Connected society.
You know, I have not actually seen this. This is actually new to me. And there's one right here that's off screen I have not seen about fungus, which is how plants actually communicate to each other. So we may be up quite late. And there's one called Secrets of the Forest. And there's a 1.5 hour one called The Magic 4-hour seasons. The Magic 4-hour season is 1.5 hours, which we're gonna have to watch tomorrow. I'm not gonna be up that late. I'm gonna watch the one we're watching now and call it a night.
To our families and friends, but also to our jobs and duties. We are connected over computer networks, phone lines, and traffic junctions. The world surrounding us.
Let's see what we get.
We left our houses made of wood to plant an artificial forest.
Let me make my stand as narrow as I can,
easy escape in a world
so I could try to get this full to the computer.
And rest from our unsteady lives. We expect to
my
find
stand broke
in the forest, but we don't understand
broke again.
Nature. If those trees could only talk. We
actually
know
keeps
that
breaking.
In this world of stillness, words are rushing back and forth. We only have to tilt our heads down.
Let's try to watch this, actually. Let's see if we can just try to watch this. I don't care about the losing the replays. I don't care. I'm not monetized or anything. I don't care about monetizations.
The coastal Pacific rainforest of North America. These forests are special and known all over the world. Here in British Columbia,
we're just here to watch it for the now.
And over 1,000.
You're with me. So
people walk amongst these ancient giants with a sense of spiritual wonder and respect.
We're just here to watch it with me tonight. So whatever.
Described by mythological metaphors. Scientists begin to understand the importance of these forests as they discover.
I can't believe I get copyright struck for this, so I'm interrupting it every now and then.
Here in Canada, at the University of British Columbia.
I'm interrupting this.
Dr. Suzanne.
And I still get copyright struck.
Conducts groundbreaking.
Even though I'm interrupting it.
Together with a team of passionate forest scientists.
And we're here to learn this. This is like intellectual. We're here to learn this together.
I was actually a forester. And before that, I grew up.
We're here to learn this about forests and stuff, about how trees and how the forest, I don't know. We're here to learn about, I don't know. I'm pretty drunk here. And I guess those of us that are watching this, or I guess those of us that are not as drunk as I am, are here to learn how forests work. And I guess the trees that are smarter than me are here to grow. I guess trees that are smarter than me are here to grow and network and all that, or try and network with each other and are trying to, like, I don't know, network with businesses and enterprise with each other and try to, like, I don't know, how to get with each other and I don't know, try to find people that are trying to help them not get killed and all that. I don't know. Trees want to like network with people and not get killed and all that. It's like this is their opportunity to like network with people and not get chopped down and all that. This is their chance.
This is the inland rainforest of British Columbia.
This is a British Columbia's tree.
As a forester, I really was moving into an area that I love, dear to my heart. I knew forests. And
yeah, here's a tree's chance to network and not get chopped down.
What was happening didn't really mesh very well with what I understood the forest to work like. So my job was
trees are trying to not get chopped down
and prescribe trees to be planted. And what the forest industry was doing then was basically
we're learning about trees tonight.
This was very different than what I understood forests to grow like, where there's mixes of species.
Yeah, vegans want to plant houses instead of trees. They want to like.
But in fact, we wander through an environment that has been largely shaped by men.
Yeah, shaped by man. They want to chop trees down and put houses.
In a small country.
Yeah, there's a road.
Forests have been intensively managed by people for centuries.
Yeah, see, they manage the forests. And look at that road. Look at that road and how many trees they chop down. See all the chop down right there? See how they cut all that down? See how they cut all that down to put that road in there? See how they cut it all down? See how it's all managed? See all the parking spaces they put in there? How that road did not have to be as wide as it is? They did not. See all the parking spaces they put in there? Look at all that parking they put in. They didn't need all that parking. There's 2 lanes of road. It's 2 lanes of road, and there's all that parking. They didn't need to put all that in there. They cut down more trees than they needed to. Look at all that chopping. Look at all that. Look, see all those trees had to regrow? That's all having to regrow in there because they had to cut down. They cut down a lot more than they had to.
Almost everywhere you go.
It's all chopped up.
Close to natural beech forest in the Eifel, a low mountain range in the west of Germany, forest ranger Peter Wohlleben is well aware of the value of the trees in his district. For more than 2 decades, he made his observations. In his best-selling book, The Hidden Life of Trees, he describes the most curious and unexpected things that are going on in his forest.
Well, you're going to get a heads up. I don't know if there's anybody even watching this now, but you're going to get a heads up. My video is going to get axed from replays because this YouTube video is copyrighted. Let's go see who owns the YouTube video right now before it gets cut down. It's by Documentary Nature Forest Communication. Those are the hashtags. Tiny URL. Doesn't say who even owns it, actually. Doesn't say who even owns it. It actually doesn't even say. It just says free high quality documentaries. So there is a chance I may actually not get axed this time around. So let's go along and play.
Knows that this place is a
I may get to keep my documentary. They sell that mushroom in Chinatown, by the way. It's medicinal.
80% of the area was covered with natural beech forests mixed with other tree species. But today there's only a fraction left. We have plantation forests everywhere. These consist mostly of plantations with even-aged conifers that have been planted and are managed with heavy machinery.
Let's see if I can get full screen here going. There we go. I get full screen. There's a chopped down tree. There's a murder tree.
They ended up using the same species everywhere. And so sort of the
ooh, pretty trees. Murder trees.
Or spruce, one species. And I thought
if I don't interrupt, there's more chance I get copyright struck.
It was much different than what I grew up knowing about these forests.
I studied forestry and started my career the classical way.
So I have to keep interrupting,
cut down such
or I risk more copyright strikes.
And used insecticides.
So I have to
As
interrupt.
a teenager, I wanted to become a conservationist, but I started to realize that I was in fact destroying everything. And that wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah, I have to keep interrupting. Timber! Cabo!
And when I looked at those trees, I found that they didn't.
Tree murderer!
They didn't grow very well. They were sickly. They weren't that healthy. And so as I became.
Well, they gotta shit by the trees and fertilize them then.
Examine why.
Take a shit in the woods like the bears do, honey.
Themselves. And I found that when we
eat the shit, same things the bears do, shit in the woods.
Became ill.
Feed them, honey.
And they were more at risk of insect attack.
You're not that bad looking. Feed them.
And so
shit in the forest.
Some of the story might be going on below ground.
What we call it.
I'm just glad Minnie's in bed. I don't have to deal with him.
Consider a tree that consists only
that
of
guy.
trunk and crown.
Damn.
However, the major part of it.
There's a sexy piece of wood. It's bigger than what I got in my pants.
What happens in the forest is actually more than what meets the eye. The root system of a tree can spread as far as 2 to 4 times the diameter of its crown.
Well, it should. Damn, someone's got to keep that thing standing.
Are able to dig deep enough into this matter to uncover that these roots are more than mere water pipes.
They don't go very deep, but they go wide.
I found that the roots of these different species, when they grew together, birch and fir and cedar and hemlock, they were all intertwined.
God damn, it's like Treebeard calling out all his friends.
To more research as I went into my PhD, these root systems actually formed what's called a mycorrhizal fungal association. The mycorrhizal fungi
are moldy
species of fungi which associate with all of the tree species worldwide. And they form a mutualistic relationship where the fungus
it's rotten
and provides the root with nutrients and water that the fungus gathers up from the soil.
Was man apples are the fruit of apple trees. Fungi.
Ooh, a toadstool.
Because so far most of us appreciate.
I'm gonna kill the Queen of England. Oh, Queen of England's already dead. What am I talking about? That bitch is already in the ground.
Fungi can spread over several square kilometers. 1 teaspoon of soil may contain several kilometers of string-like hyphae that form the internet of the forest. For their services, they charge sugar and other products of tree photosynthesis. The tree shares up to a third of its total.
Someone get a hold of James Cameron.
We found
it's like that. It's like James Cameron's talking about.
All linked together in a single massive network. So then I thought, okay,
it's the brains of the forest.
What are these linkages about? How does this actually affect how trees are growing.
Uh-oh. Get a hold of James Cameron. It's the brains of the network.
Once we knew these links were there and labeled.
The forest is thinking. Thinking how it's going to kill us all.
Neighbor. And we found that actually these carbon molecules were moving.
Maybe that is how it's killing us all.
Through these mycorrhizal networks. And so then
that's why we all got allergies nowadays.
Maybe there's other molecules that are involved as well. And so we started labeling trees with nitrogen and phosphorus and deuterated water. And we found that
that's why we all got allergies nowadays. Shit.
That was sort of the rudimentary understanding of the language of trees. So these birch trees here would be linked, of course, to other birch trees, but also to the Douglas fir over there, and there's a hemlock behind.
I know my video's not going to be up a couple hours past past sunrise, but shit, there's a reason why we all got allergies nowadays. The forests are probably thinking how they're going to kill us all. There probably is like a brain network of mushrooms. They're probably plotting how they're killing us all. Why do you think we all got allergies nowadays? The forests are probably like formulating and shit, how they're like, chemicals. Ooh, how we can kill the humans. Woo! How we're gonna kill the humans. What can we make? You know how big the Siberian forests are? And shit, you know how big the Siberian forest is? You know how many connections that's gonna be? That's gotta be like a Pandora level freaking network of connections. There's gotta be a Pandora brain connection up there. It's gotta be like a monkey-sized brain. It's gotta be big enough to process how to make a protein or something. It's gotta be giving everybody allergies on the whole freaking planet. Or something. Why everybody's got allergies, why everybody's sick, unless the government is engineering all that shit. And I'm pretty sure it's either the forest or the government is engineering all that shit. So I'm pretty sure the government's engineering all that shit because a monkey brain can't be engineering proteins and making everybody sick. So I'm pretty sure the government engineering all that shit. Let's just get back to it. Government engineering why everybody's sick.
You go straight into the ground and the mycorrhizal network.
Ooh, look at how nasty that is. She's surrounded by fungus. It's like if she was walking barefoot on that, can you imagine it just crawling into her toenails and giving her athlete's foot fungus. She's gonna get athlete's foot fungus.
Just below the surface of the forest floor. So
can you imagine that getting up in her feet? And she's walking on that.
Top of this network.
The network.
And that's only what they can animate. There is thousands and thousands of miles of those tunnels and those things just growing in there. That's just, and I think people are just walking on that shit. That's just nasty.
Below ground can easily be imagined as a market.
And I think there's more connections to that fungus. And I think in your average forest in North America or in Russia, and I think there's a giant forest in Russia. The taiga forest in Russia has more connections to that fungus than there is connections in your freaking brain. Think of that. There is more connection to that fungus than there is connections in your freaking brain. That's what James Cameron got when he created Avatar. That's what he got at when he created Avatar. That there's more connections to that fungus than there is connections in your brain. That's what he got at when he created Avatar. But remember, that is only one layer. It doesn't have the 3D dimensions that your brain has. It doesn't have the 3D connection that your brain has, so it doesn't have the complexity. It's just in a single layer. So it doesn't have the connections your brain does. It's in one layer. It doesn't have the connections your brain does in reality. It's just a single layer on the forest floor. Your brain is a 3D mass. This is just a single layer, like a paper map. It's not a ball. It's just it's just one sheet across the. It's just a single sheet across the vastness of all of Siberia. But if it was in a ball across, I don't know, if it was like crumpled up in a ball, yeah, it would mean something, but it's just spread across all of Siberia. There is a difference. There's a difference when it's smushed up in a ball versus being spread out. It does mean something.
Where the food is either offered or received by all the trees that are linked together. But what about competition? If all are eating at the same table, then why don't they steal from each other and suck each other dry in a struggle for the survival of the fittest?
Trees of one species are not competitors. On the contrary, they actually support each other almost unconditionally. The weak are supported by the strong. Only together they can, for example, regulate the microclimate and lower the air temperature, because trees love it cool and moist. You could almost call this tree communism, and it functions perfectly compared to human communism. Here,
watch my videos still get dinged and not be playable tomorrow afternoon. Watch my videos still not be playable.
It's an interaction between trees, but it's really, they're looking after each other.
Yeah, later this video, I'm pretty sure you can prophesize this. Later this video, you're going to hear about mother and daughter trees, or you're going to hear about mother and daughter trees in this video. I think we're getting to that point. You're going to hear about mother and daughter trees. Even stumps get taken care of in this. You're going to hear about that. Even stumps get taken care of in this. Like, there's like families. Like, there's tree families in the. Oh, just listen. There's tree families. Even trees have families.
My house is
Even trees have families.
My interest in research,
like humans do,
of the forests,
and they take care of each other.
On the fishery side,
it's freaking insane.
And
you're gonna get pissed off at vegans for eating vegetables because even trees have families, just like humans do. Trees like sequoia redwoods and like regular redwoods, trees have families like humans do, and we eat plants like vegans eat plants and stuff. And plants have families like humans do. They have mothers and they have daughters and stuff. Plants do have families, and they take care of their children. It's freaking insane. And they take care of their children. It's freaking insane. I think this comes up to that. Because Native Americans are aware of this. Because they're that in tune with nature.
I'm also a cedar weaver. A traditional Tsimshian cedar weaver. have an understanding of these ecosystems around us and the relationships of things within them. And
I'm going to tell you this now. It is okay to eat meat. It is in tune with nature that it is totally fine to eat meat. It is in tune with nature. It is in balance with nature to eat meat. You should eat meat because it is in balance with nature to eat meat. It is in balance in nature to eat plants. You are an omnivore. You are supposed to eat meat. You are supposed to eat plants. You're an omnivore. You should eat whatever you are in tune to eat. Eat the plants, eat the meat, eat everything that is in front of you. Do not eat your parents. You are supposed to hug those. But eat the animals and eat the plants. Do not eat your parents. Hug those. And hug your neighbors.
in our languages, we have certain words to describe them. In Somalia, we say Saikudam God, which is one heart. The Channel people in Vancouver Island, they say Fish Ish Salok, which means everything.
Oh yeah, and hug that lady. She needs hugs too.
Those relationships that we
She needs huggies.
for a long time.
When we mistake trees for loners, each of them growing by themselves, oblivious to their neighbors and to the environment, we underestimate them by far.
Yeah, she needs hugs too.
If forests are
Hug humans.
kind of harsh environment,
Humans need hugs.
where competition determines the survival of the strongest, fastest, and toughest.
See this tree? It's hugging its ancestor and is growing off of it. It's hugging its ancestor, is growing off of its ancestor.
Then maybe a closer look might reveal even
It's a survivor.
that go beyond.
It is strong.
Forstwirtschaft möchte, dass Bäume
The forest industry wants.
She's embracing its ancestor.
Initially, trees do grow quite fast when they grow by themselves. However, that is not what they prefer. Normally, trees would rather cuddle and stand closely together. They love company and like to take things slow. We need to relearn that trees do not need to be separated from alleged competitors. On the contrary, we need to allow them to live in tight groups, just as they're.
Bäume gibt es tatsächlich.
I guess I
There is, in
blocked
fact,
Minnie.
friendship among trees.
Minnie can't
It
come
doesn't
over
happen
here
very
anymore.
often because tree seedlings cannot choose whom they will be growing next to for the rest of their lives. Maybe 1 out of 50 trees will become friends with its neighbor, like these two. They grow their branches away from each other so that they don't interfere.
Partner. Und zwar so, dass sie sich nicht gegenseitig.
It shows signs that plants do have their own form of intelligence. That just shows a sign that plants do have their own intelligence. That vegans are murdering an intelligent being. And this shows it that vegans are murdering their own form of an intelligent being. That they are murdering their own form of an intelligent being. Plants are displaying their own form of an intelligence. So that just shows it right there. Plants have their own form of an intelligence. It's not the same intelligence that animals have. It's not the same intelligence that animals have. It is an intelligence. It's just not the same intelligence that an animal has, but it is an intelligence. It's a chemical intelligence, but they are aware of their surroundings. They are aware. They have an awareness of what is around them. It's slower than an animal intelligence, but they are aware. They're aware of day and night. They're aware when they're attacked. They know when something is happening to them. They know that something is happening. They know what's going on around them. they have different types of intelligence. Like if you pull a leaf off, it's immediate. They know something happened. It's like if you put them in the shade, they know like within hours they're in the shade. You give them water, they know within minutes. You give them water, they know. It's like they have different types of intelligence. They have different, it's like it's chemical. It's a chemical intelligence. It's not the same. It's not. They even have an electrical intelligence because all life is electrical. All life is electrical though. It's like mammals and animal life has a nervous system or something. All life is like complex animal life has a nervous system because it has to react instantly. Because we have to react in an instant because we're animals. We have to react. We're oxygen based. We have to react fast. Plant life is carbon dioxide based. It doesn't have to react as fast. So it reacts within, I don't know, like within hours. Animal life is within seconds, within minutes. I guess cellular life, I don't know. It's blurred. It's a blurred reaction time between animal and plant based. I guess when it's unicellular life, I don't know. I guess if you were watching the video, you would know. We're watching this video about plant life, this forest. As we're talking about this forest here, talking about this forest here, talking about how this forest reacts, talking about forest. Well, I guess I'll get back to it.
For woodlands, their roots intertwine intensively. It's like an old couple. If one of them dies, the one left behind might suffer and die soon after.
Wenn die sozialen Netz
For a
zusammenbricht,
tree, it is a disaster when the social network collapses. You can observe this right here in this forest. 3 trees have blown over.
Reacts
The
to.
remaining tree is now left by itself and gets.
Well, let's just get back to it. Reacts to stimulus. I guess we're just getting back to reacts to any kind of stimulus, actually.
Sick. The tips of its branches die back. The leaves turn earlier in the fall, so it can't photosynthesize properly. It really suffers. In case it is not able to reconnect with other trees, it would likely die as well.
Do trees have a sense of friendship? It's language that we're using here to describe how trees relate to each other. In ecology, we call those things interactions. Interactions, it's a very clinical kind of term. When we think of interactions, we think of, do they help each other? Do they compete with each other? Is one a parasite or a pathogen? So species interact in a whole myriad of ways. And some of them are beneficial. We call that in science facilitation. In human relations, we call that friendship.
We're not talking about magic anymore. We're actually making fun of vegans this time. Because vegans want to make fun of meat eaters. We're actually talking about grass eaters. They want to talk about. We're actually making fun of vegans. They want to talk about how we're killing animals. And I want to make fun about how vegans are murdering trees. And I want to say how they're murdering trees and how trees are reacting to them. Because I want to say how trees are screaming in pain. Well, trees are screaming in pain. They scream in chemicals. Well, we scream in frequencies of sound. Well, trees scream in frequencies of chemicals. Well, they're screaming in frequencies of chemicals. Well, here are the chemicals.
Maple trees with cedar in it will indicate to us that the cedar is.
Well, I found a documentary that talks about how they scream in chemicals. That's what I'm playing out. I'm only about 14 minutes and 11 seconds out of 45 minutes. So I'm hoping this thing even stays up after the copyright claims come in.
We got enough.
I don't think it's going to stay up, even though the documentary is supposedly a free documentary.
Growing together, there's a relationship with those two trees. So it's just a matter of language. When I think back to my early work with plantations, and we were planting single species of trees and weeding out.
Oh, I can't get Cyrax to email me or nothing. I'm like trying to get him to respond. I don't think Cyrax is a proper subject for this video. We'll bring him up tomorrow.
The species we didn't want.
Along with the other 4 videos I got up here. They're also plant-based.
That facilitation that was going on between them. The transfer.
We'll bring them up sometime.
The nutrition that the birch provided for the fur.
Yeah, we talk about the fungal roots of the Cyraxian fungal roots.
They lost its facilitator. So is there friendship in forest?
I try to bring up Cyrax. He doesn't freaking respond to me at all.
There's mutualistic facilitative relationships going on.
We'll bring him up tomorrow. We'll bring him up sometime in the coming week.
But they also link each tree to all others over hubs, very similar to a computer network. Scientists who try to visualize these connections have been creating.
Bring up a document.
A map.
Bring up Cyrax. We'll bring him up sometime next
You're
week.
also able to identify by looking at this map.
Oh, that's why I can't get a hold of Cyrax. I'm 42 years old. And I ain't got enough money. I'm not a millionaire. Oh, that's the problem.
Which trees were the most important?
I'm not rich enough.
Highly linked.
Oh, I
And we
hate
found that
that
the biggest,
shit.
oldest trees were actually the most highly linked. We ended up in the end calling these mother trees because we discovered through this map that the.
That's what I mentioned earlier. The mother trees bring up their daughter trees. I mentioned that earlier. I was right.
Growing up by hooking into the.
And bring up their daughter trees. There's the baby. Look at the little baby twee, little baby. I wish it was a pot plant.
Are looking after their offspring. Their roots grow together and they feed them with a sugar solution. One could say that the mother trees suckle their offspring.
To some, it may seem strange comparing the flow of nutrients between older trees.
I wish it was about pot plants. That'd be so
So
awesome.
analogies like that, based on the observations.
Baby trees.
Solid ground for scientific facts. At UBC, students from the Faculty of Forestry conduct basic research about the relationships between.
I wish it was about pot plants. It'd be so fucking awesome.
Both field and.
I wish it was about pot plants.
Basically,
I should have looked up pot plants.
one to verify what's going on in the other.
I didn't want to do that. I wanted to bring out actual forestry.
That was for forest, and we gathered.
I wanted to bring out real forestry, like actual ecosystem. I didn't want to do pot. I want to bring out real forestry.
We would bring
Otherwise, I would have
trees.
brought up pot.
Basically, there were seedlings in pots, and inside. the
Help,
bag,
pots.
we had to allow the mycorrhizal network to form with the neighboring seedling or not.
Otherwise, I would have brought up pot plants.
From going through and touching each other and transferring.
It would have been quite funny if it was
Just
pot
the fungi
plants.
to, be able to meet in the middle.
And then over a period of a few months, allow these two seedlings, the mother tree and her kin, or the mother tree and the stranger, to communicate with each other.
I did bring it up
Through
earlier.
This mycorrhizal network that had formed. We had to be able to do the experiment in green.
And trees do that. The parent tree, the mother tree does use a fungal network to raise up its the seedlings and shit. They actually do. It's in the Northeast. It's in the Northwest. They did a whole research project up in Vancouver.
You know, so we couldn't.
This could actually be the research project up in the Northeast. The Northeast, they did the Northeast and the Northwest. They did it on both coasts, actually.
Bring in a big old mother tree and plant her in a plot. We had to use seedlings because the
Baby tweez!
The idea was that this
Don't smoke
seed had
those.
been grown up first.
Resin will clog your lungs and kill you.
More nutrients
Pine's not
spare
good for
than the
you.
one that had just started to be established. So if that one that was previously established had sort of more resources that it needed, that it could sort of shuttle some of those resources to its little brother, say, that was growing up next to it.
The term mother tree is a really nice term because we understand the importance of mothers in families. And so it's a term that resonates with people, but it's probably it's not the most scientifically accurate term. Really what we're talking about is relatedness. So whether mother trees
We got trash.
trees around her or new trees that are coming up in her neighborhood. And so it's really about, whether their genetics are well related to each other or not, whether they're distant or close together.
One of the differential responses was when the new seedling that was planted, the younger sibling, if you will, was planted, and that seedling was related.
Oh, yes, he would have supported Trump.
The seedling actually slowed down its growth rate, so it appeared that it would sort of make room for its younger sibling to grow.
So we would label these mother trees with C13.
Jesus loves Trump.
Injected into a plastic bag around the seedling.
And that bag completely seals in the air, and we allow the seedling.
Because he is Trump.
So
Jesus is Trump.
by the treatments, the seedling is only able to photosynthesize with 13 CO2.
Oh, I gotta fix this. Jesus is Trump.
Are going to be labeled. So we then look for that 13C in the recipient plants. And remember, the recipients are either kin or strangers.
Jesus
And
is
so we look at
Trump.
the ratio of the amount of carbon that's present.
We bring the pots into the potting room, we clip them, and then we clean all the roots, we brush off all the dirt.
The second coming is here.
To be morphotyped, so we do that using a microscope. We look for all the fungal connections on the root tips. After that, they're ready to be dried, and we do that in a large drying oven. After that, each one of those portions separately is frozen using liquid nitrogen, and you're able to grind them using a mortar and pestle, and that sort of creates a bit of a powder.
Oh, that's done.
Weighed in really small increments, and we send those to the lab for some microspectroscopy to evaluate how much carbon-13 is in
So,
the sample.
fuck did I just miss in the last couple
seedlings
seconds?
that were kin seedlings were receiving more carbon from mother trees than strangers were. And so then it starts to look like a family, right? So the mother tree is nurturing her own family, but she's also kind of looking out for her whole neighborhood. And so it's not just a family, it's a whole community of trees that each with their own role to play in the forest.
Mothers who care lovingly for their neighborhood and their children. Also, Peter Boyleben has a way of expressing the behaviors of trees in a very humanized language. When guiding groups of visitors through his forest, this helps to make biological mechanisms understandable for everyone. When he talks about tree families, he goes further by claiming that they even provide a good education.
Wir haben wir einen typischen Buchenkindergarten.
Well, they have to panel up with me because they have to come over here.
Just like this one. The parents raise their children very strictly by limiting the available light.
Well, they can't get on Cyrax's panel. He won't panel up with anybody.
The benefit of
Cyrax doesn't even have a panel.
Can resist strong winds.
If Cyrax won't come over here, he's a coward.
Little rascals that do as they please.
Cyrax is a total fucking coward. Actually, are you on a panel up right now? Or EY, are you on a panel up right now and talk this out and get Cyrax? Are you willing? Is Cyrax? Actually, it's 5 o'clock. Is Cyrax up right now? Can we get Cyrax on right now? Is there a way to get Cyrex on right now? Is there any way to get Cyrex on right now? Yeah, he is a fucking coward. He's a fucking coward. He's fucking turned his comments off. I say he is a fucking coward. Won't get his fucking comments. I turn his comments off. He's a fucking coward. You won't smoke my
So they say
trees.
they're that way, they think, oh, I don't have to stretch towards the light. Slowly, their classmates surpass them and switch off the last bit of light so that they die off. Eventually, from this entire bunch, only one or two.
I know this stream is going to be deleted because of this fucking video I've been watching, but is there a way to get Cyrax on? Is there a way to get Cyrax on my stream so I can? There's gotta be a way. Because he's just such a fucking coward. I can't get him on Facebook because I can't find him because he's such a fucking coward. He's unsearchable. He's unsearchable. He's not like Kiwi Farms. And he's such a fucking coward that I can't search him no matter what I do. He's such a coward. I'm just gonna turn my camera around. He's such a fucking coward. This whole world's a fucking shit show, dude. This whole fucking thing's a shit show. Let's see what he can. I'm gonna go fucking go to. Actually, I'm gonna go fucking make another fucking tab. I'm gonna do a quick search on Facebook and see if I can even find him. Oh my god. Let's see what I even have for this. Damn, like what? Does anybody do you even have his name on there? Like, what the hell? I use Chance Wilkins, and all the things that show up are like 3 or 4 years old. Everything that shows up is like multiple years old. Everything I have is multiple years old. It's like it's been like 2015 or 2018 or something. It's like everything's old. There's nothing recent. It's like everything's old. Yeah, you look up Chance Wilkins on Facebook, it's all ancient. It's like it's all years out of date. Hey, let me see what I can do. What the hell? This shit's fucking hell old. Everything's ancient.
Talk about Donald Trump, the billionaire who hides his tax returns. The Jeep.
Dude, you don't. God damn, I don't think my dad even gets it. I destroy the enemy, dude. I don't think my dad even gets it, dude, what I fucking do to the enemy. I don't think my dad even gets it, what I do to the enemy, the anti-Trumps. What is his name, dude? Yeah, what the fuck is his name on here? I don't get it. Why does it send? Why can't I find him on here? I don't get it. This is insane. This is 2 years old. Says, go bother Randy, you fucking trolls. July 14, 2023. What the hell? Is this 2 years ago? July 14, 2023. Oh my God, why can't I find? Oh my God. Chance Wilkins. Most recent thing is 2023. Don't get it. It's insane. It does not make sense. Oh my God. I don't get it. Why is there nothing newer than 2 years ago? And why is there nothing on Key Farms at all from Facebook that dates or anything like 4 years ago? What the hell? Why does Kia Farms never link to Chance Wilkins at all? Why does the Kia Farms never link to Chance Wilkins' Facebook at all? Like ever? This is insane. Why does the Kia Farms never link to Chance Wilkins' Facebook ever? Why do they suppress his Facebook? This is insane. They suppress his Facebook. Yeah, they are suppressing his Facebook. Oh my god! Fuck this shit. Let me turn it around. They are suppressing his Facebook. It's totally turned around, but they are suppressing his Facebook completely. It's a complete suppression of his Facebook. 100% suppression of the Facebook. Yeah. They are suppressing the Facebook. Okay, let's see if I can. Okay, let's see if I can get that someplace. Ooh, doesn't do me any good if I can't get that to my computer. Ooh, doesn't do me good. Oh my god, this fucking insanity shit. Fucking hate this disconnect from my phone and my computer. No connect from the phone to the computer. But I can do a search. That I can do. That I can do. And didn't matter. Never mind. Fuck it. I guess I'm just gonna be a one locale master. Chance is never gonna be within reach. It's just gonna be Nova Online. Fuck it. Guess I'm just gonna be working with Nova from now on. Forget it. I'm just gonna work with Nova from now on. I give up. I'm not gonna be able to work. I'm just gonna be Nova. I'm just gonna be working with Nova. I can't do it. I can't do anything with Chance. He's unreachable unless I get his phone number. I can't work with Chance. I can only work with Nova. Chance is unreachable. He just made himself unreachable. He blocked me and that's it. That's the end of it. I can't work with him. He's blocked me and that was it. He got stupid. He got retarded. Blue Sockness won out. Got stupid. Got too many stupid retards in the way. It's just me and Nova. I'm gonna make Nova a rich motherfucker. I'm gonna make him a non-profit. I'm gonna make him rich. Can't do nothing with Chance. Nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do with Chance. Nova's gonna be the rich motherfucker. It's nothing I can do with chance. That's it. Nothing I can do. Noah's gonna be a rich motherfucker. He's gonna be the one with the yacht. Well, I guess. Well, Noah's gonna be a posh, rich motherfucker. Well, he's gonna enjoy some money. He's gonna enjoy a nice, fancy life.
We discovered that the mother tree was affecting how those
The
seedlings
mother
grew.
tree.
Changed the linkages or we removed them. Those seedlings would behave differently. They would either grow worse or they would grow better. What we were gathering from this, that if the mother tree was trying to make a favorable place for her seedlings,
What the hell? It won't even
encourage their growth.
load
So
anymore.
send more nutrients to those seedlings. If the mother tree knew that the environment around her was not very
It's not
hospitable
loading
for her
anymore.
diseases or insects around, then she would make it more difficult for those seedlings to grow. They would be to be antagonistic towards them or become more competitive. And this said to me that there is that the mother tree was communicating with her young in order to favor the survival of those seedlings, whether they should be further away or close to her, depending on how favorable the environment was. We are doing these experiments out in the forest as well. So we're going to actually go to big old mother trees and grow seedlings that are related or distantly related to her and see how they perform. So we're going to be verifying what we're seeing in the greenhouse with what's going on in the forest.
Trees are studied and measured, cultivated and cut. They seem defenseless because they can't run away from any threat. Some plants have.
They are messing with mother's trees. How dare they? Ooh! How dare they mess with mother's trees? What if they were pot plants? What if they were pot plants? What if they were my pot plants? How dare they mess with my weed? What if they were my weed? You mess with my weed, motherfuckers. You never mess with my weed, motherfuckers. You never mess with my weed, you motherfuckers. I know black magic, bitches. Oh, I know some black magic. I better turn that camera around. You shouldn't know those black spells. They're not for little children. Those spells are not for little children. Okay, va abdu kalen saknes pinch diabdu tekelta kalen ke vasam penjig vanambat sar saknes di ilke vanambat il Ardain Saknis as Holy Father Elder God of Skalde. Whoa, it could get dangerous in here. You think King Cobra JFS has magic? You know, he was a little kid when I started practicing black magic. He was probably like 5 or 6 when I started. He was a little child when I started. I'm 42 years old. He was a little kid when I started. I ordain Sockness as Holy Father, Elder God of California, in the name of the Most High God, Yahweh. Amen. Ngwe Weo Ji Inur Niamishe. Lord God, Son Jesus, bring forth your divine wrath upon Los Angeles and lay waste to what has sinned against Father Trump and what has sinned against us, your chosen people, those who voted correctly. Urash Ingu Oshel Ure Uresh Ingu Oshel Uresh Urash Ingu Oshel Uresh. Destruction is upon those cursed souls that speak against Sockness and that truth of Sockness. Uem nie urem em she mangle. Kalen Abdu, Kalen Abdu, Kalen Abdu. You only brought upon yourselves the test run of the first part of my evil spell. Yeah, I practice every day of the most divine power of the divine Sockness. I ordain myself the light of Yahweh upon the earth. I am beyond what Cobra JFS is. I've been practicing the light of Yahweh for 25 years. I've been practicing the light of Yahweh for over 25 years. How long has Cobra JFS been practicing magic? Not for that long. How long has Cobra JFS met the Watchers? Those beings that Solomon, the king of Israel, known magic. Has Cobra even known the Watchers that long? Has he even known the Watchers at all? I know he has not even proclaimed to have known the Watchers at all. He has not even known the Watchers at all, for he's not even proclaimed to have known them at all. He has only claimed to have known he has only proclaimed to have practiced magic since high school. He has not even claimed to have known the Watchers at all. He has not even claimed to have known the Watchers. He has not been biblical at all. He just makes drink combos and that is it. He has not proclaimed to have known the Watchers, those biblical beings that have been on earth for 6,000 years. I have known the Watchers, those biblical beings that have been on earth for thousands of years, that have given man knowledge for thousands of years. They have given me knowledge and languages of ancient knowledge. They have given me the Urash, the language in which I have written magical spells. And I have used it for black magic for decades. And I have set fires. I've cast black magic. Emnie is Gemnie. Ari. Emnie is Emnie. I am the I am. I am the I am. Many have challenged me, and I have set fire to their cities. I have destroyed nations. That is why the Democrats are dead to this nation. Do they wish to challenge me now to be destroyed? To be dead now and dead. To be dead like Haiti. Is that what you wish? To be destroyed. To be destroyed. I will destroy your nation. I will end you all. Be dead. To be destroyed. To end your nation. To end your people. To end your nation, to send your people to destruction, to cloud your skies like the Midwest, like I did to Chicago, and like I shall to the Midwest, to send a red sky. Do not test me. I will destroy the rest of your people. Emnie is Gemnie. I am the I am. Urshay Eam Ilne Ona A Liam M Sul Urshumerush. Do not test me, for there shall be a fire upon your world.
have been tested in the past. The last time I was tested, the Black Death was sent across the world.
I was asked by Jesus Christ to protect your world from the dangers of the Dark One. Emo, Ueo, Oeni, Nie, Engu, Uenue, Shema, Nia, Ushe, Nia, Suma, Shine, Kana, Sunia, Nama, Niamo, Shuna, Sunia, Toneo, Donia, Wonamana, Nia, Toneo, Sunia, Tikinata, Nia, Totai, no Tikinata, Nato, no more, Tini, Tishini, Tikuno, Tini, Shinimo. Nati Kadeto Suna Tikini Shunamo Loi Hiko no Siviki Liatokino Modi Shidu Kadeti Shinitkas Modakada. I wasn't given a choice. You don't want to know who the Dark One was. I was forced by God to deliver the holy prayer. You don't want to know who the Dark One was. I had to deliver the prayer. Dark entities were trying to come through me. Why the fuck would you want to know who the Dark One was, dude? What the fuck is wrong with you people? Are you people sick? What sick fucker would want to know who the Dark One was? You must be sick to want to know who the Dark One is. I had to close the gate. You are sick to want to know who the Dark One is. You must be sick to want to know. You would have to be sick to want to know. I had to stop the Dark One. God damn, you guys are sick. What the fuck, man? You guys are sick. You are lucky that Jesus came through me and stopped the Dark One, dude. You are sick. You would have to be sick to want to know who the Dark One is. I don't want to know who that is. I don't even want to know. It would have to be the evil God. It would have to be the evil God. Oh, I guess I will summon the names. I don't know who the names are, but I'll summon it and see what happens. Ingu Ij Weosh. I don't think I even did that right. I didn't do that right. Ingu Ij Weosh. I think I did that right. Did I do it right? Pray for your death and see if I did it right. Pray for your death and see if I did it right. Ingu is Uesh. No, I didn't do that right. Ingu is Ushesh. Oh, now I know I did it right. Oh, fuck. I did it right. Ingu is Ushesh. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I know I did it right. Now I know I did it right. Ingu is Ushesh. Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Fuck, I didn't do protection. I did not do protection on that. I know I did that right. I did not do protection. I know I did that one right. I did not do protection. Oh, crap. Ingu is Ushesh. Kill Gavin Newsom. Ingu is Ushesh. Kill Gavin Newsom and rip the flesh off his motherfucking bones. Ingu is Ushesh. Rip the flesh of Gavin Newsom's bones. Yes. 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 Thrice with your claws. Ooh. Ingu is Ushesh. Rip the flesh from his bones, you motherfuckers. Well, let me get... Oh, goodbye, bitch. It doesn't work, dude. You can't rebuke the names, dude. Doesn't work. Can't rebuke the names. You can't rebuke the Ushesh. Ingu is Ushesh. Ingu is Ushesh. Goodbye, Gavin Newsom. Rip the flesh in your bones, bitch. Ingu is Ushesh. Ingu is Ushesh. Rip the flesh in your bones, Gavin Newsom, you piece of shit. Fuck you, Gavin Newsom. Ingu is Ushesh. Rip the flesh in your bones, Gavin Newsom. Oh, let me change the camera so you can see the... Oh, yeah, it'll be reverse. So it wouldn't even matter. Ingu is Ushesh. Ingu is Ushesh. Rip the flesh in your bones, Gavin Newsom. Ingu is Ushesh. Rip the flesh in your bones, Gavin Newsom. Ingu is Ushesh. Rip the flesh in your bones, Gavin Newsom. Ingu is Ushesh. Rip the flesh in your bones, Gavin Newsom. Ingu is Ushesh. Rip from the flesh from your bones, Gavin Newsom. Break your bones, pluck the eyes from your sockets, and play ping pong with them. Fuck you, Gavin Newsom. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. You go to hell. You can die. Hate you. You fucking die, you piece of shit. Shayam am il neona. Die, Gavin Newsom. Rip your bones, break your flesh. I don't care, whatever. Fucking bad shit happens. Oh, yeah. It's up the crystals. Look at the crystal set up. South is, where is south? Fire's that way. Set fire. That's earth. Water's that way. Wind is that way. Spirit. So let's go evil. Go evil. Evil is. Okay, chant is ashes to ashes, dust to dust, burn down Sacramento. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, burn down Sacramento. Okay, so it is. What does that mean? Great and powerful dark sign invoke you. That's good enough. Okay, let's do some really evil shit. Shame. Eo M Ilne Ona, ashes to ashes, burn down Sacramento. Sham Eo M Ilne Ona, ashes to ashes, burn down Sacramento. Sham Eo M Ilne Ona, ashes to ashes, burn down Sacramento. Sham Eo M Ilne Ona, ashes to ashes, burn down Sacramento. It's full of liberals, so why not? It's evil. Well, I guess he's gone, isn't he? Yeah, whatever. Shama Eo M Ilne Ona, ashes to ashes. Okay. Shama Eo M Ilne Ona, ashes to ashes, burn down Sacramento. Shama Eo M Ilne Ona, ashes to ashes, burn down Sacramento. And burn down Gavin Newsom and trap him in his house. Shama Eo M Ilne Ona, ashes to ashes, burn down Sacramento and entrap Gavin Newsom. Shama Eo M Ilne Ona, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, entrap Gavin Newsom and burn down Sacramento. Shama Eo M Ilne Ona, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, entrap Gavin Newsom. Shama Eo M Ilne Ona, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, entrap Gavin Newsom in fire. Burn down Sacramento. Shama Eo M Ilne Ona, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and trap Gavin Newsom in fire and burn him down. Shama Eo M Ilne Oma, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and trap Gavin Newsom in fire and burn him down. Shama Eo M Ilne Ona, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, burn Gavin Newsom in fire and burn him up. Shama Eo M Ilne Ona, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, burn Gavin Newsom to dust, burn him up. Shama Eo M Ilne Ona, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, burn Gavin Newsom to dust and ashes. Burn him up. Kill him. Shama Eno M Ilne Ona, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, burn him up and kill him. He is a demon. Burn him up. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Shama Eo M Ilne Ona, burn him up. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. He's a demon. Shama Eo M Ilne Ona, Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, burn them up. Shema Aom Ilneona, burn them up. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Shema Aom Ilneona, ashes to ashes, and trap them in fire. Shema Aom Ilneona, and trap them in fire. You know what to do. God is justice. Amen. You know what to do. Uri Ingu Uwem, Ona Nine Uwem. Ur Ingu Ure, Ona Shiom Uwem Use Ure. God damn, what we gotta do to burn this fucker up? Uno is Ure Sul Ueme Sul Ursh. Gavanusum Inu Uresh. Ingu Ure. Sheula. Ure. Sheola. Ure. Sheola. Ure. No! God dang! I gotta make a lot of fire for this shit, dude. I got a lot of fire. Ingune eo ureo ilne shio. Ingune eo ueo ilne shio. Ah, damn, I gotta make some fire curses. Let me go back to the big one. Al-K-Va, Abdu Kalen Sockness Pinge Day. You sure it's day? I think it's D. Let me do that over again. I gotta get some fucking evil in my soul. Al-K-Va, Abdu Kalen Sockness Pinge D. Abdu Tech Kig Kelta Kalen Kavad Psalm Penjig Va Nampat Sar Sockness D Ilke Va Nambat Il Ardin Sockness As Holy Father Elder God of California, in the name of the Most High God, Yahweh, Amen. Oh my God, this shit's changing languages like fucking crazy. Ingwe Ueo, Ji Inir Nia Mishe. Lord God, Son Jesus, bring forth your divine wrath upon Los Angeles and lay waste to what has sinned against Father Trump, what has sinned against us, your chosen people, those voted correctly. Urash, Ingu, Oshael, Ure, Urash, Ingu, Oshael, Urash, Uresh, Ingu, Urash. Destruction is upon those cursed souls that speak against sockness and those truth of sockness. Nie Uram Ing Emshe Mongle Kalen Abdu. Yeah, cast against the Sockness, the Holy Father, the son of Trump. Yeah, we destroy the sinners against the holy Californians. Yeah, we destroy the evil. Yeah, see, we destroy evil. See, we're destroying evil. Yeah, we're destroying evil. Yeah, we're testing my spell. Yeah, I use 3 languages: English, Urish, and Venori. We use 3 languages in this thing. We did 3 languages in this. Yeah. Fuck California. Fuck California. To hell with California. Fuck this devil state. Fuck this devil state. To hell with this devil state. Fuck this devil state. And fuck this goddamn rainbow bullshit. Fuck this rainbow bullshit. Fuck it to goddamn hell. Fuck this bullshit. Fuck it to goddamn hell. Curse it to hell. Curse it to goddamn hell, dude. I cast all kinds of goddamn spells against this shit. Curse it to hell. Curse this shit to hell. Curse Minnie Manson. There's only 2 genders. There's only 2 genders that curse that goddamn fat pig that Minnie seems to be friends with. Minnie's fat pig friend can go to hell. I don't care what he thinks. He can go to hell. Yeah, he can burn like the candle wick he is. Let me pull up his fat pig videos. Let me go find his fat pig video. Let's go laugh at him. Let me go find his fat pig video. Let's go laugh at him. Yeah, he's a fat pig. It looks like they're still laughing. Oh my God, it's fucking funny. It looks like someone replied. Holy shit. Oh my God, let's go look up my last name. Let's go find it. Let's go find the pig. Oh my God, let's go find that pig. Let's go find that fat pig. Won't even load. It won't load. My camera actually refused to load that piggy. Oh, this is gonna be a grease. Look at that grease trap. Look at that grease trap. Look at that grease trap. Oh my God, you set a fire near that thing, it's gonna catch. Oh, it's gonna catch light, dude. It's gonna catch light. Oh my God, you just set a fire near that thing. Oh my God, it's gonna be a grease fire. Oh, it's gonna be a grease fire. Oh, you set a fire near that. Good luck putting it out. You're gonna need to set the set. You're gonna need foam. Oh, you're gonna need to set the. You're gonna need to get a fire, set the foam. You're gonna need sand.
Turns out to be well.
Good luck putting that grease fire out, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a grease fire. That's a grease fire. Yeah, that's gonna be a grease fire, dude. That's a grease fire. That's a fat pig.
Oh, I'll find it again and post on my.
That's a grease fire, dude. That's grease fire.
Yeah. Jacob Sockness.
That's a grease fire.
Hey.
Let me just show you just how fat this thing is. Let me show you just how fat this thing is. It's fucking huge, dude. It is fucking huge. Let me show you just how big this thing is. It fucking takes up. It's gotta be. It takes up. It's like 3 or 4. It's 3 or 4 countries. This thing takes up 3 or 4 countries. It takes up countries. Look at this. It takes up countries.
21.
And it's a baby. Look at that. It's a baby. Get a sledgehammer, dude. Get a sledgehammer. Look at that. Take a sledgehammer to your skull, dude. Get a sledgehammer, dude. You can't break that skull. Too thick. Too thick. Too thick, dude. You can't break your skull.
I would easily.
Can't break your skull, fat boy. Can't break your skull, fat boy. Yeah, you can't break your skull, fat boy. Too thick. You no brain.
It's time to play Fortnite. Yep, man. Stop this shit.
There ain't no brain to break, fat boy. There ain't no brains to break, fat boy. Ain't nothing in there.
Eerily calm as John White's ship approached the shores of Roanoke, a cursed place. Last time they settled.
What the hell's going on?
Was supposed to be waiting.
The hell was that? The hell just happened? Now I'm like lost. What the hell just happened? Just see this how massive that thing was? It was like a freaking elephant. Oh my God, it was just freaking huge. It was a freaking elephant. It's like, goddamn. It's like, I'm not even close to that big. It's like, I'm not even close to that huge. I'm still human shaped. I'm still human shaped. That's insane. That thing is a literal ball. It's like spherical. It's like literally spherical. It's like, God damn, it's spherical. I'm like literally only 200 pounds. That thing is like 500 pounds. That thing is literally 500 pounds. I'll go weigh myself right now. Let me go weigh myself. I'm only 200 pounds. I'm only 200 pounds. I'm like right there, and there's a scale, and I what am I, 195 or something? Or I'm like 195. I'm like literally between 190 and 195. I'm like, that's what I am. I'm like literally 190 to 195. It's like, that's what I am. Like literally between 190 and 195. It's like shit. It's like I'm literally between 190 and 195. It's like crazy. What is he, like 500? He's like literally 500 pounds. He's insane. He's insane. He's like 500 pounds. Well, let me go literally piss. I'll be literally around the corner, right? It's fucking insane. He's 500 pounds. He's literally crushing the Earth's crust, squeezing oil out of rocks in Texas. He is the oil industry, besides Nova and his hair. Nova is the oil industry in Idaho, and Dylan is the oil industry in Texas. We don't need the Keystone Pipeline. We have the oil industry. It's insane. We got the fucking oil industry solved. Just tell Trump where we have oil. Nova in Idaho doesn't take a shower. We got oil solved. And then we got Dylan crushing the oil out of the ground in Texas. Just roll them around. Fucking insane. We got Fatso in Texas. Crush the rocks. Fucking insane. The fucking insanity going on in their country. Oh. Do we really gotta milk the low cows of America for their grease? Well, when I'm done leaking, I'll come out and check the chat. Oh my God. Or if I'm done leaking. Well, I guess I can give America its nitrogen and fertilizer. I got lots of fertilizer. I can't seem to quit making fertilizer. I got lots of fertilizer. No, I'm not unbanning. I'm not unbanning Yessie. Fucked up. You only get one chance. You get one chance, and once you blow it, that's it. You only get one chance, and once you blow it, that's it. You get one chance for life. You only get one chance for life. And once you blow it, that's it. You only get one chance for life. Okay, good night. You only get one chance for life. Once you blow it, that's it. It's for life. Once you blow your chance, you blow it for life. Okay, I'll see you on your next stream. I'll see you on my next stream. But once you blow your chance, you blow it for life. Because I only give you one chance. So yes, he blew his chance for life. And that's it. You blew it for life. You should have known that. You should know you only get one chance for life. You blew it for life. You can watch me. He can watch me. Yes, he can still watch me, and that's it. You can watch. I'm not unbanning. I don't unban. I don't unban. I never unban. And that's the thing. I don't unban. You get one chance. And once you blow it, it is for life. And you're fucked. I don't unban. You're fucked. Because I never give chances. You get one chance, and it's for life. You had your chance, dude. You blew it. You blew it, and it was for life. That was it, dude. You had it. You had your chance. You had your chance to play nice. It was for life. It was for life. You get one chance for life.
However, have developed.
Sorry, it's for the rest of your life.
The response of this mimosa.
You'll have to be born to your children. Your children have to live through it.
Bäume haben Gefühle, die können. Trees have feelings. They can feel pain, but can also have emotions such as fear.
You get one chance for life.
This is apparent, for example, in this oak behind us.
You're just going to create a new screen name anyway. You're going to do it anyway. You're going to create a new screen name and throw it away like you always do. You trolls do it all the time.
It would feel pain. Electrical.
You're just going to throw your next life away.
It would accumulate defense substances.
You always do
At the
it.
same time, it would alarm its colleagues via root network.
You throw your lives away like
it already accumulate defense substances.
you always do it. You're just going to throw your next life away, your next life away, and your next life away.
The forest is much
You would throw 10 lives away.
as soon as they realize something is wrong.
Why would I
At the same time that
unblock?
we were looking at carbon transfer.
Why would I unblock
energy transfer,
anyone
we were also
when you
looking
would
at different
throw
signals
10
transfers
lives
through these
away?
microbial networks.
It's mysterious
No.
that a plant would, leak these particular compounds and that a fungus. would
I'm not unblocking anyone
essentially
because you would
transmit
throw
them,
your
through
children's
their
lives
to
away.
another plant.
Never.
I've seen this before, this flow of signals.
You would throw your
And these
children
different signals,
away.
We're trying to figure out what the signals are.
You
We
throw
have an
your
idea
children
that there's
away.
certain compounds involved.
You're
But what happens
sick.
is that the injured seedling sends different
You're
signals. The
sick.
seedling that receives the signal or that piece of communication, that piece of those words, if you can think of it that way, then we know they
You're
upregulate
just
these
sick.
defense genes. Those genes then start to produce more defense enzymes, and those enzymes then increase.
I don't
the defense of the
unban
signals
people
against
because you throw your
attack by those
children
insects.
away.
I guess when you're scared,
You're a
your
bunch of
body's
sick
producing- your body's
fuckers.
making chemicals that are telling your whole body that you're scared. So it's getting your legs ready to run. It's getting your
Nobody's
arms ready to
getting
do
them
whatever it
banned.
needs to do. And those chemicals They're
People are just
specific
gonna
for that
keep
purpose.
getting
If those
banned.
were to leak out of your feet and something in the ground, let's say a fungus, were to pick
I
up
should
those
probably
chemicals
ban
and then
you
transmit
for
them
wanting
through the
to
ground,
ban
move them
somebody.
through the ground, and someone else standing nearby were to pick up those chemicals through their feet and get scared, right? Because they get those scary chemicals in their body. That's like what we're looking at with the trees. Is that this guy gets scared, it's sending those chemicals.
Well,
around
I'm
his
just gonna
body,
call it a
and
night. I
then
think this is
those go out
done.
into the roots. And the question is whether the fungi, which are just
Actually, I'm gonna
an
let
entirely
this
different organism, right?
finish.
Not a tree, in the ground, are moving those chemicals through the ground.
Actually,
and if
I'm
those are
going
picked
to
up
open this
by
and have a
trees. So specifically, I'm looking at
treat.
defense signals, which I induced using Western spruce budworm onto Douglas fir. And the tree that has the Western spruce budworm elicits a response from the tree, which then is sent into the mycorrhizal network and gets transferred to an adjacent seedling that is attached by a mycorrhizal network.
2 plants in a pot. They're Douglas fir.
Nobody ever gets unbanned from this channel.
They form strong mycorrhizal networks, and
You can only get banned.
they're planted inside mesh bags. Those mesh bags can either be very, very small in their pore size and block mycorrhizal networks, or a bit larger and allow mycorrhizal
People
networks.
get
So we
banned,
compare
never
treatments where there are
unbanned.
networks to treatments where there are not, and see if that transfer occurs.
So this is where we place the spruce budworms and entice them to eat these little budding areas.
So you clip off the branches and then you dip them in liquid nitrogen, and you scrape off the needles and then put the stem in another vial. And you dip it in liquid nitrogen because you want to freeze what's happening. You measure gene expression by looking at RNA, which is a really short-lived
Yes, it was a
chemical.
forced
It
tube.
can degrade very quickly. So you want to take it off a live plant and dip it in the liquid nitrogen as fast as you can.
So the defense signals or the warning signals are happening really, really quickly. So that when there's an injury, then it's an instant communication.
Yeah, they have the defense signals right away.
Immediate upregulation of genes that increases the defense. It is actually a knowledge that's being passed on from the seedling that's injured to the new one. And so that knowledge is based in wisdom. And so I think of it more as passing on wisdom.
Für den Wald ist es wichtig, alle.
It's important for a forest to sustain all of its members, including old and dying trees. Even stumps that you would expect to have died hundreds of years ago are being kept alive. Possibly they have stored memories that they can pass on.
Geben können. Hier ist ein uralter Stumpf.
This is an ancient stump, and it is still alive. The inner part of the tree, the heartwood, is without life, much like dead bones. That's why this one is rotten inside.
So what Barb is still
In
alive.
trees, life is located in the sapwood, in the cambium, and in the roots. And all of this is still alive in this one here.
That's insane. What part of the stump is still
It
alive?
doesn't have any more leaves to photosynthesize and nourish itself. Still, it must consume sugar, otherwise it would die. The only possible explanation is that this tree over there keeps the stump alive via root connections that are running across here. It appears very social and touching that this old stump is still being nurtured. The forest's own nursery
So
home for the
what
elders.
is alive in there?
We find that when trees are cut or they fall over or they break over with the wind, that the stump continues to live. And we can tell it's living because the cambium and the bark just grow over the top of the stump. There's no way it will grow into a new tree because there's no seed or there's no apical meristem there. But the stump is still alive because its root systems are actually grafted to its neighbors, or they're linked in through their mycorrhizal networks, or both. And when you have that pathway, then what's happening is that the trees that are alive around it are actually sending carbon from the foliage down into the root systems of the stump and keeping that stump alive.
Where does the tree store its information? How valuable is such a stump to the community? So far, we don't know where a tree's memory is located and where it stores experiences. For example, droughts that occurred a long time ago can influence a tree's behavior over many years. This demonstrates that they store this information somewhere. It is quite likely that this storage sits partially or even entirely in the roots. An ancient stump like this might pass on its knowledge to the neighboring trees and its descendants. It's now known that processes occur in the root tips, which are quite similar to those of the brain. Obviously, it is presumptuous to claim that trees have a brain just like animals. However, they make decisions within seconds that are partially processed electrically. All of this takes place in the roots. So maybe we could call this a tree brain.
Through these various experiments and our discoveries, I've started to think about the root systems of trees and forests as the brains of the forest. There's a number of reasons for this. First, it's the pattern of these connections, the pattern of the network. When we look at how it's arranged, it's very much like how a brain is organized. So there's certain central hubs in forests where things are highly connected, and then sort of satellite nodes where things are less connected. If you look at a neural network, it's patterned very much in the same way. So there's that. And then secondly, the idea that there are chemicals that are transmitting from a mycorrhizal root tip or a root of one tree through the mycorrhizal network to another tree. This is like in our brains, we have neurotransmitters. It's not that much different than carbon and methyl jasmonate and nitrogen and water moving back and forth through these mycorrhizal networks. There's another part to this story as well, and we know that in dying pine forests, for example, that are attacked by mountain pine beetle, that those dying trees affect the mycorrhizal communities. And we know those seedlings in healthy forests have got a better suite of defense enzymes than those from dying forests. And so we know that it's not just a carbon legacy that's being passed on, it's also messages about the defense chemistry of the new seedlings coming up. And so I think we need to really think more carefully about how we manage these dying forests. And then we're going to be dealing with this more and more and more as trees are.
What the hell? I don't know what's going on in this thing. It's like thing's dead. Oh, this is weird. I'm like on a fucking separate channel here. It's like, this is weird.
Right. But we're in America.
Oh, let's listen to something here.
Don't believe in God. That's the wrong answer.
They shouldn't be.
This should be entertaining, actually.
Believe in God, please. You'll be right.
Cuddle.
You're asking my favorite god. She's my favorite god. Durga.
Look how hot she is. Indians, bro. That's why I'm not into white girls, bro. I'm into Indians.
You should want white girls.
Something related
They're
to
soft.
That. Let's complete this video after that.
White girls are softer.
I married a Chinese girl. I'm not a spy though, I promise.
I gotta go. I gotta tell them that white girls are softer.
Look at that right there. That's a Chinese. That's a Chinese.
Yes,